Righty. Tiki kid! Up now! Don't whack sticks near Roddy, please.
Someone's all tired out. It's a good job because we just got told off. Just got told off for the kids playing.
On our pitch, mind.
Oh my god.
Playing on our pitch.
Can't go with Italy. The camera looks really dark to me, so if it's just because it's really bright out here,
I think you're going through a midlife crisis about camera darkness, to be honest.
I can't stand it when it's really dark. Anyway, yesterday when we arrived here, to be fair, it was about 2 o'clock, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was 2.
So it's about 2 o'clock. So we weren't doing anything, we were just obviously on the pitch getting the caravan set up. Jason, me and Honora was walking around the pitch, and one of the workers came over and told us to be quiet because people were sleeping. So we're like, oh sorry, we didn't really understand, did we really, what he was saying. He didn't come over and say, be quiet, people are sleeping, because he was talking Italian, but from what we gathered, that's what he was saying. So we were instantly just like, oh, I'm so sorry. Girls, Jason, Mila, come and stand, you know, right at the caravan. Let's try and be quiet. And then that was okay. And then today, obviously, as you've just saw, Jason and Mila were just walking around on our own pitch, like looking at the stairs, not creating, like not carrying on, not screaming, not shouting, just normal children playing. And he just came back again and told us we've got to be quiet. Be quiet, people are sleeping. So now I've had to put Jason and Mila inside with some TV because I feel too awkward letting them play out. I've got Aurora to sleep because she wants to play, and it's just not the vibe, to be honest, you want when you go on holiday. So I'm not sure I'd recommend this caravan. We've obviously we don't want arguments. We were just like, okay, no problem. Well, at first I was like, Chris says I got him told. He didn't. He was like, why? They're not doing anything. They're just on the pitch. He's like, people are sleeping, and Chris is like, yeah, but it's the middle of the day. And we're on and we've paid. We're on a campsite. We've paid because obviously people do have siestas in Europe, which is fine. But surely not everyone's expected to sit in silence for hours.
No, it's absolute tosh. It's a business.
It's like till 5 PM, be quiet, silence. We're like, okay. So in the end, Chris was like, okay. So I can't keep telling Jason and Mila to shh, don't talk, be quiet, shh. I feel too bad. So they've gone in to watch TV, and we're sat here. Scared to talk until 5 PM. That's cool. Lila's doing some drawing. That's really nice. Little drawings. Esme! Esme's the freaking worst for it. Stop shouting. Be quiet. She's literally the worst for it. Anyway, we've been up and got ready this morning. Jason, Mila and Aurora had a little play around the van. And now we're just obviously trying to be quiet so that we don't upset anybody. Chris is about to walk to the supermarket to get some things in that we can make for lunch. We've got tuna, so there's some gorgeous bread in there when we went yesterday. So he's going to go get some bread and some mayo. We've got onions, I think. I'm going to make some tuna salad sandwiches for lunch, which sounds amazing. We have had a bit of luck. If you watched yesterday's vlog, then you'll know we were in a bit of a predicament because we couldn't decide whether to. The weather had changed. We had the option to rent a boat here, which I'm so excited about. It's actually much cheaper than I was expecting. I thought renting a boat would be like £1,000. Did you not?
I thought it'd be way more than going on a charter boat.
For us to go on a charter boat with other people, it worked out at about £500, was it? Yeah, I'm talking in pound because it is in pound.
Just over.
Yeah. Just over £500 for us to do like a day trip on a boat. But for us to actually hire our own boat is between 200 and 300. For us to get our own, it's like half the price. I think if I'm being honest, I'd probably prefer the charter one. Makes me nervous going on one on our own
but I
with
don't
the
think you
kids.
realise how freeing.
I know it's going to be good.
It's going to be tomorrow.
It's going to be a great day. I know it is, but I still feel with the little ones, I still feel like I think I'd feel safer on a charter boat. But that wasn't an option for us because they're all booked. They're all fully booked for the next few days, and we don't want to stay here. Definitely not now, but for like days and days and days. So we got told yesterday that the weather had changed and we now couldn't rent a boat for tomorrow. So we're in a predicament. Do we stay or do we go and just forget the boat ride? We've woke up this morning and the weather's changed. It's pure sunshine tomorrow. Pure sunshine all day long. We spoke to the lady. She said, yep, I can hire you a boat. All good. So we've done. Not paid for it yet. When do we pay?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow when we get there.
I'll pay the deposit, you pay the rest when we pick the boat up.
Alright, okay. So yeah, so I was got an actual fly on ahead. So we're gonna get to do the boat ride tomorrow. We're gonna hire a boat and we're gonna go to some incredible caves, and just have the best day. And it's really cool that we've got our own boat. One thing I am happy about is that we can just fill up the boat with snacks.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean.
We can stock that boat up with loads of snacks and drinks.
That's how many snacks we're going to have.
Don't say that, please. No, we don't joke about sinking, babe.
That boat. It's going to be doing wheelies up the coast.
You got that, dummy?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So yeah, so we're going to go into town a bit later on and get some snacks and things for that. But today the plan is to just wait it out. It's meant to be a really bad day today. It's meant to be thunderstorms. It's not. It's been a bit cloudy this morning, but it's about 2 o'clock now. It's just coming up to 2 and it's completely sunny. So it turned out to be a nice day.
Whilst I was watching a few of the other Vanlife channels that I love to watch on YouTube with Sarah last night, I did realise one thing that is actually really interesting that a lot of people that are travelling to places like we're travelling to will want to know. Especially if you're travelling in larger vans, like the size of like our truck, etc, etc, or even in the size of rig we've got going with the caravan on the back now. People want to know things like, what's the access like into campsites that you're staying at? How easy is it to get in? Is there height restrictions with trees or with like overhead barriers, which there is in some campsites? How wide is the road? If you've got a really big thing like a truck, like we have at home, then you know, how wide is the road? How easy is it to get in, basically? And I know that a lot of you guys probably don't care about stuff like that, but there will definitely be a lot of people watching these videos that do. So this is the entrance to the campsite that we're at right now in Cala Gonon that we're in. This is probably your best option. Although we've had a couple of run-ins now with the guy here. I don't know what's up with him, but when he turned up today, he's got a black eye, so someone's punched him clearly, but I don't know whether that's from his attitude or what, but anyway, although we've had a run-in with this guy here today, a minor one, it's still a cool place. The other place is fully booked. The other place does look better. It's got a pool. It's got like a really nice looking on-site Italian restaurant. This does have an on-site restaurant as well, but it's kind of more like a cafe sort of thing. So the other place does look better, but it's fully booked. So this place is not, and it's a great option. So there you go, there's your access for anyone that wants to know. Plenty of space to swing any trucks in, any massive vehicles, you name it, you can get it in here for definite. And the pitches they're not tight either. So you're all good, no height restrictions, etc, etc. So moving on, I'm taking a walk right now to the local Euro Spa, which is it's not even 500 metres, it's a couple of 100 metres outside the campsite. But anyway, after tomorrow, after the boat tour, we're going to come back here, we're going to get the van, and we're going to bounce. We're going to head all the way back to the north part of the east side, back to Albia area. We're going to stay the night there in a wild spot, and then the next day probably enjoy like one last day here, because there's a really special really special beachy place that everyone vibes about, which we're going to go to before jumping back on the ferry to mainland and clocking down some miles in Italy, because we've got to get on to our next little stops that we want to make in Italy before we bounce out of Italy altogether. So the plans are rolling on and we're very excited. We're kind of timing this. We're trying to scrape the last little bit of summer out of the world, but then time it perfectly to be in the best places for autumn feels after then. So we can get the autumn feels traveling content going on, you know? That's what I'm talking about. Before, hold up guys, before the big ender to this trip, which is going to be a banger. And none of y'all are going to be ready for this. None of anybody's going to be ready for this at all. Least of all the girls. No one's going to be ready for this. It's exciting times, man. Before obviously we're back home in Angleterre, Edley Brick House. Yeah. No one is ready for the ender to this trip. Nobody. Anyway, on that note, you're a spa. Let's go. Oh yeah. Alright, I'm only on the hunt for a few things right now. So let's see if we can book it and get it done. Because I'm starving. Alright, that was not bad at all. 20 euros, 19 euros and a penny. And boom, we've got some juicy gourmet crisps. We've got some drink. We've got some cucumber. We've got some mayo. We've got some nice juicy soft bread. We've got some other stuff I can't remember. Let's have some fat lunch.
This.
Sarah's view.
What?
Instagram versus reality.
Chris is saying that because I had to take my top off. I'm absolutely boiling. So yes, I'm doing this in my denim shorts and a bra. Who cares? Right.
Wait, what's wrong with your denim shorts though?
They're open. My denim shorts are also open. Anyway, this is the life. This is the absolute freaking life. And yes,
I told you I linked you up with the shots.
I'm making 6 tins of tuna. I don't know how many to make. I never know with sandwiches. I always get the amount wrong. But the thing is with us is that we're definitely going to eat all of the tuna. Even if it doesn't all go in the sandwiches, somebody will trough that out of the bowl, whatever's left over. So we've got the tuna, we've got some onion. Did you get cheese, babe?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Got cheese? Oh, yes.
We're gonna. She did not just cry then.
What did she do? Yeah, she does drop. Little girl. Aurora's at the tumble stage. So obviously, when they first start to walk, there's a lot of tumbling that goes on. And she's at the tumble stage. It's really stressful because obviously as a parent, you cannot physically be at her side 24/7. Like, it's not good for her, it's not good for a parent. You just can't do that. Well,
actually, I think you'll find, Sarah Ingham, you can. And I do it, and I've done it for all my kids, 17 of them, all these years.
That's actually hilarious. But, no, you know, when you sat watching them play, you don't want to stand there catching their every fall. But she tumbles a lot. Well, she doesn't tumble a lot. Gosh, people are just going to be like, if she's tumbling a lot, maybe she's got something wrong with her. I don't mean that. I mean, like, she's obviously just learning to walk. She's just learning to walk. So she drops down to a bum often, or she'll trip. Or like this morning when she was leaning on that little scuttlebug and Mila pulled it, not intentionally to hurt Aurora, but she was just pulling it. And then Aurora went forward and hit a little head on the floor. You know, it just happens. But when you do what we do online, it does make you paranoid. Because you know what people, I just know what people are like. Anyway, yeah, these sandwiches are going to taste divine. I'm going to make them up now. We're just going through the bags. Is a good one. He also got the cucumber. Oh, these sandwiches are going to be divine. I can't find the cheese though. We've got the mayo. And I can't see the cheese. Oh, is a good one. We've got cheese as well. They only come over for food, guys. That looks like the biggest.
It tastes like a Subway.
Juiciest sandwich.
Actually, tastes like a Subway.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Bye.
Look at the cheese.
Look at the cheeses, mate. It's got little mice holes eaten out of it. The mouses have been at it. Mouses. The mice have been at it. You're welcome. But definitely not rats, Jace. Well, we're trying to have a nice little.
And creamy pasta.
Right, Isabel. That's what I was talking about dinner.
Garlic.
Garlic. We've got garlic. And shrimp.
Huh?
Garlic and shrimp. I'm not cooking.
Garlic and mushroom.
Oh. Right. Me and Chris are currently trying to have a few games of dominoes. We've got the mosquito thing going because, no, seriously, I am bit. But, yeah, Aurora's just currently trying to climb down the wall. And she will not stop. So every 2 minutes, either myself or Chris are jumping up. Babe, why did we push her to walk so quickly?
Yeah, it was a mistake.
Like,
It was a mistake here anyway.
I once heard a saying when I was younger. You spend the first year of a child's life teaching, no, you spend like the first couple of years of a child's life teaching them to talk and walk, and then you spend the next 10 years telling them to shut up and sit down.
It's true.
I thought when I was younger. Well, I don't tell them to shut up, but I do often say, can you just sit down for 5 minutes? Anyway, we're chilling. It's a lovely, lovely chill evening, despite the mosquitoes, and I'm sorry I keep moaning on about them, but they genuinely ruin my life.
They're really not here right now, aren't they?
Very, very annoying. I've probably got about 12 on my legs. You've got them worse than me. Chris just like doesn't moan about them until it's too late, and then he's like scraping his legs and he's like, they've bit me everywhere.
At 5 o'clock this morning, I woke up, I had like a weird dream, woke up and my ankle was on fire, and I swear it so bad, it was bleeding and everything.
Yeah, I know. And then you've got a scab for like Isla had one here and she kept scratching it. I think it's going now, but she's literally had a scab on her face for like a week. They're horrible. They are genuinely the most horrible thing ever. Anyway, yeah, we're playing dominoes. I've just ordered some Christmas presents.
You're an absolute psycho is what you are.
You just offended half the iFam because I know for a fact half the iFam are ordering Christmas presents right now.
You literally do this every single end of September.
On every single end of September, October, we argue. We argue. Because you
starts every day.
Yeah.
Hundreds and hundreds every day blending out of the account on Christmas presents.
You wanted 6 children.
In inverted commas.
You wanted 6 children. So if you want 6 children, then you have to buy gifts for 6 children. And if I try and buy all of those gifts in 1 month, you lose your mind. Don't just nod at me like that because you're watching Instagram.
No, I'm worried about that Bobby guy that I follow. It's in some sort of a military installation again. It's just putting out current scenes.
Oh no. What country is he in?
Now, I think they're crossing to Pakistan now, but I don't know what's going on.
So we follow somebody on Instagram that's, well, Chris does, that's doing a van life trip from the UK. He basically had some unfortunate things happen and thought, F it, I'm getting a van and I'm off. And he's driving to Australia. So that's one heck of a van trip.
With his girlfriend that he met in France on the way.
On the way, he met a girl.
And she's been in with him ever since.
And in France, and then she's doing the trip with him. So lovely. What a blooming story that is.
They are lovely, actually.
They are lovely, but it's not at the minute because they were captured by. Chris is running after her because she literally goes too close to the wall. So basically, they were travelling through Afghanistan, and their truck got seized by some Taliban. Basically, some Talibans.
By the Taliban.
By the Taliban.
By the Taliban.
Sorry, I'm probably using that in the wrong context, obviously.
Right, definitely. They were
It's not
captured
something
by the
that.
Taliban.
Okay, they were captured by the Taliban, and then they got released, and they've been okay. And now what?
And now he's just putting a weird video on his story, walking through some sort of military installation with what looks like military police in front of him, saying, "Current situation, worried."
That's not good.
So,
see, that's the thing.
gotta be careful, man.
Got to be careful going through dangerous countries and things. I guess if you've not got children, it's not something you'd think about quite as much.
This guy's massive, man. One life truck it on Instagram. He's absolutely
massive. Is that his name? One Life Truck It?
Yeah, he's amazing.
No way!
And yeah, he's been doing this trip for a while now. He's awesome to follow. If you're interested in van life, stuff, travel and stuff like that, you should follow him. He's amazing.
Yeah, we follow some great van lifers, don't we? Who's that other one that we really like? You were telling me about him this morning, actually. He's stuck on a mountain. Chad, living the van life. Oh my gosh, you won't find. They're my favourite van life videos ever. He is from. Is he Canada or American?
No, it's from California.
Yes, American. But it's called Living the Van Life, and his videos, they're like. So I guess it's easy for him to do because he's like on his own, so he doesn't have anyone else to worry about, let alone 6 children. But it just makes the most chilled, relaxing.
No, he's a
proper videographer as well.
He's a film director. Well, that's what he worked as, but now he lives in his van full time. But he makes really cinematic, amazing van life videos.
Yeah, just the most insane videos. Living the van life. We've watched him for years. I'd love to be able to make videos like him.
To go to
the Arctic. He was the one who inspired us to go to the Arctic.
He did the Arctic Circle, but in America, in the US.
Yeah.
In Alaska, whatever it is.
Yeah, he did. And it was so cool. So there's 2 van life channels you should definitely go and watch and follow. We definitely can't make videos like that. because our life's too chaotic.
I always I always imagine our videos to start looking like that, but then there's just no. When it's just me and Sarah, when we're older, fine. But right now, there's just no way.
There's just no way. I don't think people realise like, how much time goes. You know when you see like, do you know what? It's so funny because I always say this to you, don't I? When we watch other van lifers, we watch a few van lifers, not just like really good filmmakers like them ones. We watch, what would you call them? Amateurs like us?
Just normal.
Just normal families. Yeah, just vlog style. We watch those as well. And it's so funny because whenever I watch like a nice cinematic shot making a cup of tea, just for example, I sit and it looks so nice and relaxing. I'm sat there thinking, yeah, but I know it wasn't like that to film.
No, it's horrible.
It's horrible to film. Setting up the camera and then having to repeat doing, you pour the water and then you have to pour it again because you didn't need to get a different angle or it didn't quite work that way. Like I think it is more work goes into it than sometimes what you think.
No one's got a clue about how.
And then editing it and then like, yeah.
It's this, even just to do a simple shot of like, let's just say you did a shot of...
Just a shot of the van driving past.
Are you packing up the van to leave somewhere? Do you know how difficult that is to do all them shots?
All the different shots and things, yeah. And
as well as packing
it like triple the times of everything, and obviously with 6 children it takes time to get off pictures anyway. So when you're trying to factor in filming something...
It's the finding the music that's so painful.
Yeah, music as well.
Don't know if you heard as well then, she said it's the finding music, it's so painful. But yeah. Brilliant lifestyle and brilliant job. But it is time consuming, and so that's why you'll never get those shots from us, at least whilst we're travelling with 6 children.
Oh, as much as we try anyway.
As much as we try. We try our best, don't we? I think our vlogs are really good actually.
Yeah,
I think our vlogs are actually really good. Like I'm proud of our vlogs.
Yeah, but because we vlog every day, some days are whack.
Yeah, we vlog every day, so obviously there's some days that, you know, no one vlogs every day, that's the thing. Nobody vlogs every single day, except us.
It makes me laugh when I watch the Vanlifers, and it always makes me laugh when I watch Vanlifers and they say, they put 1 video out a week, or even 2 videos out a week, let's say, and they're complaining about the fact that they've had a really tough week putting the content together. I'm like, come on lad, we do it every single day and we still manage it. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Like, come on. You put 1 video out a week and you're crying about that.
Well, I mean, it's just 1 minute. 1 minute, I need to get... Yeah, it is. It is time consuming though, doing videos, and it is hard. It is a lot of work.
Not 1 a week though.
Well, I think if we were to do 1 a week, I don't know, I feel like...
If you did 1 video a week, the videos would be absolutely banging. Cinematic as they'd be Chad videos. But, you know, but we don't do 1 a week though. So
no, we don't. We do it every day. So what do you want, guys? Would you prefer 1 video a week? Or would you just prefer every day?
Would you prefer rough and ready?
Or would you prefer rough and ready daily life like we do every day?
No, that's what our audience likes.
Yeah, that's definitely what our audience likes.
That's what we started in the beginning, and that's
what we're doing.
That's what we get.
Yeah, we're rough and ready. That's the way we like it. Right, the muzzies! What? Why are there so many tonight? Are we going to the shop?
Yeah, we better do.
Should we go?
It's going to be dark.
It's going to be dark soon. Starting to get to evening time. Right, we're going to go to the shop and get some snacks in for tomorrow.
We found a cooler bag. Yay, we've got a cooler bag going.
We've got a cooler bag
and a Sardinia license plate. Yeah.
I'm so happy about that.
Literally 2 shops down the road. And now we're going to stop for a little bit of ice cream or a bit of gelato.
The red fruit is no raspberry, it's no blueberry, it's the milto, it's typical Sardinia.
It looks good, man.
Can I try that one, please? Well, unfortunately, the ice cream turned out to be a no because they don't accept card and we don't have cash. We also just realised we do have to pay a landing fee when we arrive back in the dock tomorrow. Did you say it was 16 euros?
€2 per person, yeah.
€2 per person, and we are 8, so 16 euros, and we need cash for that as well. Also, just to keep in mind as well, yesterday we went out for dinner. I forgot to mention this.
I'm sorry to say, but a landing fee is the biggest load of tosh I've ever heard. It's such a scam. Let's tax everybody coming onto the beach, €2 a pop. Right.
Chris is fuming.
Okay.
I'm not sure if I didn't mention this yesterday, I meant to, but if you eat in a restaurant here in Italy, I don't know if it's every single restaurant, but I think it is, but don't quote me. You have to pay a service charge of, well, it's not a set price actually, it's different per restaurant. But yesterday we had to pay an extra £2 each, €2 each. €2 to €3 it usually is.
I thought it was $2.50 yesterday.
Was it $2.50? I can't remember. Might have been $2.50 each euros. So if you've got a big family like us of 8, it does add quite a bit onto your bill. So just bear that in mind, basically. We didn't know about it before we sat down to eat because it said it on the menu. So we wasn't a surprise. to us. But yeah, it's definitely something to just keep in mind if you're choosing to eat out here in Italy.
Every Italian restaurant, yeah.
Yeah, I think it is
It'll
everyone
say
as well.
on the menu as well what the service charge is.
Yeah, it should say. Yeah, and it's not optional. It's not like I choose not to tip you today or service charge today or whatever. You have to pay it. So yeah. Anyway, we're just walking now. Where are we walking? Oh, we're going to the Euro Spa. We're going to go to the Euro Spa. We got a few things in a supermarket.
Mila.
Come on. Just up the way. It wasn't that great. It wasn't that much. I did find wraps. Oh my gosh, I found wraps. I've not been able to find them since we came to Italy. They're like different. They're like really thick and they break when you try and roll them. But yeah, today I found them. A pack of 8 tortilla wraps. So I got 2 packs. Mini ones, but who cares? Take them on the boat tomorrow. What can we have with them? Cream cheese. Maybe if I like big tomatoes and like cucumber.
No,
onion. Yeah, when you mush it all together.
Yeah, you've ruined the mush.
Or like a juicy salad.
Cucumber and mush together, that's no, you've ruined it.
You know what I mean? Diced. All diced together like a little, can't remember what it's called now.
Yeah.
It'll be nice. Do we have to go up that street? So hilly here.
So we actually tripped the shore power here, the mains power, using the air fryer tonight. So we had to just abandon the power that the campsite gives and just turn on the inverter instead. Mila and Jace, no fighting kids please, thank you. We had to turn on the inverter and use our own power to cook dinner tonight, so that's a win for the campsite. Not. So I'm just gonna go reboot it back up now and get us back on our paid power. Alright, I think we're number 3. 3, there we go. Back online. Anyway, just while I'm waiting for Sarah to get done in the bathroom, we're just all getting ready for bed because we're calling it an early one tonight. It's only 10:15, but we're getting ourselves to bed because tomorrow we are up at about 8 o'clock and we have to be down at the port, which is about a 20-minute walk from here, 25-minute walk with Mila, to get on our boat in the morning, super early. But we got a full day of it tomorrow. It's going to be insane. Like, I just hope that the weather's looking good on paper on the forecast. So just hope it is in real life, and we get to have the fat day that I think is going to be like a really good day. So I'm really looking forward to that, and it's going to be epic. So it's going to be like an epic little ender to our time in Sardinia, which is going to be just the best. So we're going to say goodnight. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully you enjoyed, and make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you're excited for our boat touring tomorrow. It's going to be so good. And we'll see you then. Until then, guys, have an amazing day. Good night.